display. People could take a tour of the fire station and see historical pictures.
Really appreciate the members that made this organization what it is. 100 years of fire protection in any community is a long time. And, this department's transitioned in a lot of different ways, but we want to recognize where we came from, our past, and how everyone worked together to get it to where it is today.
The department had plastic fire hats for the kids. You had a great afternoon. Lovely one to be outside.
I did, yeah, although I was in the shade, so even a little bit of wind. I was very happy I had my jacket. It was very comfortable out there, at least if you were in the sun. Beautiful weather this weekend, and we have a lot of beautiful weather into next week as well. What we're talking about is the Fall Fest in Centerville. We mentioned it earlier. Were you there today? Did you get to see me? Did you? I never signed up.
The main attraction, right?
Yeah, okay. But I did show off the Storm Tracker vehicle, and we had plenty of pens and pencils and things like that.
That's like a fun event.
It was, yeah. It was great. I love getting to meet all y'all. I love getting to really learn about the Miami Valley, getting to know it better and stuff. So that way, it really augments my forecast. I know a little bit more. I know what I'm talking about. I can say, oh yeah, the mom and pop shop over here in case there's a tornado or something. So I just love getting to know everybody. And of course, everyone here in Ohio is very friendly. It was a very busy event. Great weather for that today, and still some pretty nice weather now, although it's going to get a little bit chilly. We definitely have a lot less cloud cover than we had. Here's a look outside Beaver Creek, not too far from Centerville, where we're looking at some mostly clear skies, and will likely stay that way overnight. Temperature is already at 48 degrees in Dayton. We're going to get a little bit cooler than that, with winds out of the north-northeast around 7 miles per hour. It's going to get a little bit chilly. Some places are going to get close to the 30s. We'll see, but Dayton will likely stay in the 40s. Overall, we're looking at clear skies not just here across the Miami Valley, but across the Buckeye States, looking pretty good. Big reason for that is because this strong area of high pressure over the Great Lakes. That's keeping skies clear, and circulation around that high pressure, it's always clockwise. And so you can see it's bringing in a lot of that cooler air from Canada across the region. It's going over the lakes a little bit, but generally cooler, drier air. And that's one big reason why it's going to feel a little cool over the next week or so. We do increase the temperature slightly into the middle part of the week. And really, it's getting more seasonable than anything. We're typically in the I'd say mid-70s this time of year. And so that's probably where we're going to be in the middle of the week before another cold front comes. We'll talk about that. So the winds, it's not as windy as it was earlier today or even yesterday. The winds have definitely calmed down a bit, but notice too, winds are out of the northeast. That's from that area of high pressure I just showed you. And so that's going to keep some of that cool air in. You can see temperatures now in the 40s across many places. A few places still hanging on in the 50s, like in Xenia, Springboro. You can see 51 and 52 respectively there. And we are cooler than this time yesterday. Big reason for that is because we're looking at clear skies at this point. Had a little bit of cloud cover still last night in some spots. So it's actually 10 degrees cooler in Dayton than this time yesterday. And over the next 24 hours, we're going to get close to the 30s, getting down to the mid to low 40s, with the futurecast showing clear skies Monday morning, Monday afternoon. What about Monday night? Pretty much clear skies too. The futurecast is trying to spin up a little bit of fog there in the morning on Tuesday, but beyond that, really not expecting any rain across the region. I know some farmers are happy about that, even though it's starting to get a little dry, but you're getting close to harvest season, so you don't want the rain there. But overall, it's going to remain dry. It's going to remain pretty cool, with 45 for the low tonight, so clear and chilly in Dayton. And you can see the next 7 days. I mentioned we get close to seasonable for this time of year, so you can see 73 and 74 on Thursday. Lows in the 40s every morning pretty much. Look at Tuesday morning, down to 42. But I'm covering the best part, or maybe the worst part, depending on how you look at it. There is a cold front coming through on Thursday. Right now I'm keeping us dry. I've seen a couple different weather models try to bring us a shower or something like that. It's still a little too far away to be certain, but I'm definitely leaning toward drier. Regardless, I expect at least some partly cloudy skies then, so we'll have to keep an eye on Thursday. But regardless, even if it rains or not, that cold front's going to bring much colder air, so you can see moving into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, chilly. Several places not even reaching the 60s, and that's including Dayton. Right now forecasting a high of 59 on Friday, 57 on Saturday. And notice that temperatures are in the upper 30s, at least in Dayton. I wouldn't be surprised if a few places got close to freezing. Will we actually see our first freeze watch or freeze warning? We'll have to see, but we definitely have some chillier weather coming next weekend.
Robert, thank you. The Cincinnati Zoo's favorite hippo is getting a